Welcome, my fellow soul disciples, to a new NJ Souls God video. And today's video is going to be amazing. Thanks to your amazing support, that's right, we were able to 100% Dark Souls 1, the remastered version. It was truly a beautiful challenge. Brutal at some points, tedious at others, but overall, still something that was worth getting. And man, I cannot wait to bring you guys through the entire journey from start to finish, sort of. Because unfortunately, I played this game about 4 years ago and got about half the trophies then without trying. So for this run, it was really getting the other half of the trophies. But you guys were still basically there for it. We'll just say that in the record book. So sit back, grab some popcorn, grab your favorite soda, and if you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Okay, let's get started. All right, so the first achievement up on our list is probably the easiest one that you can get, which is to go ahead and light the very first bonfire, which somehow only 96.6% of players achieve this. So I don't know what happened to about the other 3.4%. I don't know if they just started up the game and just never touched it again, or did they miss the bonfire? Because it's like right in front of the boss fight. Like, you literally cannot miss it. So I'm going to assume that the 3.4% of players that did not get this achievement literally just started the game and then never touched it again. I then attempt for some reason with a broken sword and no type of healing, no Estus Flash, no nothing, to try to go and fight the Asylum Demon, only to find out that I do a solid 2 damage. So very quickly, and I was heavy rolling. So I find out real quickly that if I'm going to sit here, I have to be absolutely perfect, and it's going to take me a while. Eventually, I find the door, and I sprint myself out of there. After narrowly escaping the Asylum Demon with a sliver of health left, we managed to get ourselves a nice good old starting sword, a nice starting shield, and it was time to go ahead and get our second trophy of the game, which was to acquire the Estus Flask from Oscar, and it's very easy to do that. All you have to do is head up these stairs and either get smacked by the boulder or get out of the way of the boulder, let it hit this wall, and go ahead and watch your first sad NPC death about 3 minutes into the game.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both out.
We'll get it going. What is your decision? Yes.
Regrettably, but perhaps you can. There is an old. Thou who art undead art chosen. When thou ringeth the bell of. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, an Estus Flask. An undead favorite.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, and this. Now
with 2 trophies down, it was now time to head over to the Firelink Shrine. But before I head over there was a boss I had to take care of. See, when I play Souls games, I make it my duty to make sure I take out every single available boss in the game, whether it's a boss that you have to face or whether it's an optional boss. And that means that we had an Asylum Demon to kill. Now, I also want to make a note here that I didn't know that when you went through this fog wall that this was a plunging attack. I didn't know you could do that. So, unfortunately, I waited too long, and the Asylum Demon, I guess, didn't want to wait for me no more, so he came up and smacked the platform out. But after a few minutes, we were able to go ahead and give the demon these hands. After easily smacking up the Asylum Demon, we went ahead and opened up the door, gather all the way up the stairs to the very end, where we get our good old friend, the Big Crow, who will take us to get our third trophy, which is the arrive in Lordran, aka the Firelink Shrine. After arriving at the Firelink Shrine, I go ahead and I give myself a little house tour, considering that I haven't been here in a while. I want to go around and make sure that the scenery was like when I first left it 4 years ago. I go on downstairs, and of course I gotta go ahead and say hello to the amazing Firekeeper. Even though I know she can't talk unless you have a specific ring, it's still nice to go ahead and see her. And then for some reason I made this wild ass comment. And we just kind of ran through it. I didn't I didn't do the DLC the first time I played through, so this one we're making sure we're getting the full freaking experiencing, okay? Every boss will be slain, every achievement will be captured, and by God, is my ass hairy.
I beg your pardon?
But after going around doing a little bit of house seeing to make sure that everything looks exactly the way it was time to go over here and earn our next trophy, which was to join the Way of White Covenant.
Hello there. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have your business.
100% deathless, no hit. Shh. Shh.
Hello there.
Listen, it was time to take our talents over to the next part of the map, which was the Undead Berg. So, very easily, we smacked around a couple hollows, got the bonfire, and it was time to face our first true enemy, which was this freaking hat of an ass. Right there. Heal. Yo, every time I heal, you don't gotta hit me. I promise you, you don't gotta hit me. Get out of here. Right now, you're pissing me off. Let's go! You're pissing me off! Get up! Get up! Oh my goodness! Get up! Come on! Let's go! Get up! Get up! Not today! Not today! We then went on to go and defeat the Taurus Demon, and then we were setting our sights on to earning our next trophy. The next trophy on the list is to ring the bells behind the dual gargoyle fight. And let me tell you something about this fight. I mean, this fight is just absolutely easy. If you didn't beat it in one try, then... Bruh, Yep, I'm dead. Because you just get stunned like this. My guy, he just sits there. GG, boys. Trophy secured. Are gimmicky, yeah. Especially the last boss. The last boss was a major disappointment. Dark Souls, okay, I can respect that. I respect Dark Souls 1 being your favorite. I respect it. I can respect that. No hate here. No hate. With only having 2 ring slots in Dark Souls 1, I had to be very, very precise in which 2 rings I was going to run. The one ring I was going to run, which was the Ring of Favor and Protection, which increases maximum HP, stam, and equipment load by 20%. But there was one more ring that was also going to carry me to victory, and that was from the Bonk Master himself, Havel the Rock. You are Havel. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah, 52 damage. Oh boy. Havel the tank. Oh, nice miss. Oh, I broke his guard. Oh, come on. Oh, he one-shots me. No. Why are you down here? After being bonked up by Havel a few times, we finally managed to defeat him, which gave us the ring that will carry us throughout this entire run, which is Havel's ring. And now it was time to go fight one of Dark Souls' most beloved bosses, Sif. Come on. Come on, face your impending doom. Aha! You are weak! You are weak, my foe. It didn't have to come down to this. But unfortunately, by the power of Gwen himself, I must put thee out of your misery. Ah. Oh!
Me bomba!
Wait. Wait.
Ah!
With Sith Soul part of our collection, we are getting a little bit closer each time we defeat a boss to getting the Knight Honor Trophy, which we'll get into more about that later in the video. But now it was time to earn a trophy right now, which was to join the Covenant Force Hunter from our friendly cat lady. Getting this dragon weapon was so fun. I mean, I love just sitting here shooting arrows on a bow that I didn't even have the stats to actually equip the bow, and sitting here for probably a good solid 25 minutes shooting the tail just so I can get his tail weapon. There you go. Yay, we got it, boys. Alright. I'm assuming, I guess we have to go into this thing over here. Oh, okay, I can just fall off too. It's alright. Just after going to this amazing area called Blighttown, aka the Poison Swamp of Dark Souls 1, it was now time to face our second boss to go ahead and ring the second bell, which will give us our second trophy, and it's by none other than what the community calls Amazing Chest Ahead. Online, we don't get to see the funny messages. Amazing Chest Ahead. Sheesh. They weren't lying. They weren't lying. I fold. I would fold. Oh, here it comes. Nope, I thought that was it. Okay, she didn't do it that time. I can't see down there. What I do? What I do? From whom the bell tolls. Oh, it's my friend. It's the blacksmith. It's my friend, the blacksmith. Or no, actually, no, that may be just a random knight, a random giant. But I think that's the black. Whoops. All right.
What have I done?
Oh, I didn't mean to hit you. Whoa, whoa. Nah, I did not mean to do this. Oh my goodness, dude. I was trying to go back into my window. Damn it, dude. I did not mean to do this, man. I did not mean to do this. You can pay to forgive the son, to forgive the sin. I have to, because I did not mean to do this.
How could this?
After a series of unfortunate events just like that, by accidentally hitting the sun bro, there was only one true way to honor him, which was to put on his armor and continue our journey to 100% the game. So now it was time to head over to ONS to defeat them and to meet the one and only, the Princess of the Sunlight, Guinevere, and acquire the Lord Vessel. No! Yo, stop with that aimbot. Yo, piss me off. Oh yeah, boys, here we go. Get out. I'm good, man. How are you, dude? I'm doing great. How you doing? Easy. It's too easy. I know. An amazing chest ahead.
Lord chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his horn did obscureth, I have awaited thee.
I can feel the lights.
Vessel to thee, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn.
We have 2 more trophies added to the stats, and we are officially halfway through the first playthrough of this challenge. Now we have to head back to the asylum so we can go ahead and smack up the asylum demon, or the stray demon, I really should say. Then we need to go ahead and collect the dolls, so that way later on we can head into the painted world. And then we're going to head over back to Kuai Lang's domain so we can talk to her sister to acquire our next trophy. But first, I gotta enter the covenant. Hey, yo. Covenant established. So as most of you may have already know, in Dark Souls 1, in order to upgrade the Estus Flask in terms of the healing efficiency, you need to get a Fire Keeper's Soul. And unfortunately, in order for you to max out at +6 in New Game +0, there are 2 particular people that have these souls. One is the person right in front of me, and number 2 is the Firekeeper in Orlando, which means I have to do something that the community may not agree with. Give me that. It wasn't long after doing this that I found out that this particular NPC is one of only 2 that can upgrade my pyromancy glove, which I needed to get to level 10 in order to summon another NPC so I could continue to get more pyromancy so I can get the pyromancy trophy. So with this NPC dead because he got bonked, it was time to try to go and find the other NPC that will go ahead and upgrade my pyromancy glove. Oh, look, there he is. Since I was already in the depths to get this NPC, figured it was time to go and take on the Gaping Dragon. Because one, we needed his tail for the rare weapons achievement, and we're just gonna give this dragon the quick one to buckle my shoe. Going. Hey, your tail. Thank you. That's what I needed. Thank you. That's what we needed.
Me bomb!
Hey, where you going? Where you going? Let me kill you. Imagine struggling with this guy. Huh, noobs. With our little side quest complete, and we are again one step closer to getting the rare trophies achievement, we stopped by Firelink Shrine to talk to our friend who's gonna take us to Pyromancy 10. Yeah. Shut your mouth. Yeah.
Oh, really? But
Yeah, shut your mouth.
and I'll be.
One thing about this challenge is that you need a lot of souls when it comes to doing the 100% challenge. The amount of things that you need to buy when it comes to all the spells, all the pyromancies, all the miracles, then you have to buy a seal for this door, a seal for that door. You got to level up your character. You have to level up your weapons. It's a lot of money, okay? It's a lot of money. I wish Dark Souls had like a loan program so I can go ahead and borrow some money. But after we spoke to the NPC, we wanted to go and place the Lord Vessel, so of course we found our good old friend Frampt here, and we had to give him a nice good old right hook to his kind of flattish head to wake him up, and then of course it takes him about another 5 minutes to actually be able to interact with him. We placed the Lord Vessel down, headed over to the Duke Archive just to grab the first bonfire. We came on back, upgraded our good old Pyromancy glove to level 9, and then tragedy struck. Get over here. Come on.
Me bomb!
Yeah, I broke that for you. Let's go. Yeah, so unfortunately I had to give him the smoke and the bonk because I decided to skip the dialogue and just keep pressing buttons. And I really should stop doing that because when I then went to go on the internet and review exactly what happened, as you see on the screen right here, if you have any of the Chaos Pyromancies prior to talking to him, he's going to ask you where did you obtain it, and then if you answer yes to his question, he's going to go to Blighttown, and then he's going to become hollow, and he's going to become hostile to you. So because I said yes, he became hostile. Had I said no, he would have stayed there, and I would have been able to upgrade my Pyromancy flame to 10. So that sucks. This wasn't going to stop us as we had one more solution on how we were going to get a 10 Pyromancy glove. No cheats, no glitches, nothing like that. But we'll talk about that more later on. We had more trophies to gather, and the next one was to get another covenant, which is to head over to Gravelord Nito, not the boss fight, but to get there without the boss being activated. Covenant, got a trophy. Gravelord Servant. Hey, a miracle. The Gravelord sword. Let's go. W trophy. Okay, so like all jokes aside, I know people like to say that this boss right here is the hardest boss in all the Souls series, and I know it's like a running joke, but like on some serious note, what is the point of this boss? I don't think there's any other boss that's more, I don't even know if I could say gimmicky or just beyond easy. I think the Asylum Demon is probably harder than this guy. Like Pinwheel is such an atrocity of a boss. It's actually funny. I don't think there's any boss in any of the entire Soul series that is downright easy and just such a joke of a boss than this guy. And there's a couple of them. I mean, Demon Souls has a bunch of just whack bosses, and at least I think there are some of those bosses at least are better than this guy. Like this guy, I almost two-shot at this guy with my bonk machine. So I don't know if there's like some running gag with this or what, But man, Pinwheel is just a joke. But at the end of the day, we still got another trophy for defeating him. It was now time to seek out the lords, so that way we may open up the kiln of the first flame. 4 lords are Seif the Scaleless, Brave Lord Nito, the atrocious Bed of Chaos, and of course, we had to head into the abyss to the 4 kings. But the first on the list is the none other than Seif the Scaleless. Alright. Give me that tail. Give me that tail. Yes! Give me that tail. Aha! Give it to me. Ow. Chop.
Me bomba!
Miss. Chop. Aha! Victory is mine! There's the covenant I'm going to talk about that's a little different than the other covenants, and that's the Sunlight Covenant. This is not something that you could just go up to a regular NPC, talk to them, and join it. For this covenant, you need to have a particular amount of faith, and the default for that is 25. Now, there is something that you can do to lower that requirement, because as I told you guys earlier in this video, I had to use a lot of souls for a lot of things, okay? And there was no loan process out here. So the way to lower this requirement is by helping other players defeat bosses. Now, Dark Souls Remastered is not the most populated game, so it was going to be hard to get summoned. As a matter of fact, I thought I wasn't really ever going to be summoned. I was going to have to take the route of going to all the way to 25. But by a miracle, by the sun itself, we were able to quickly get summoned for the Seif the Scaleless fight. And man, I was ready to get this quick W and lower that requirement from 25 to 20. He didn't break it. And he died! Oh my gosh, he died! Yeah, so unfortunately, the person that summoned me didn't even give me a chance to really get into the boss fight. And he died either trying to go to break the light that prevents Seif from getting damaged, or maybe he didn't even know about it and he was trying to fight him. But ultimately, about a couple minutes later, the person resummoned me and the outcome was way better this time. I'm stuck in the corner, boys. I don't have a purging stone. Ow. I'm healing, don't worry, I'm taking it. One more hit. He dead? He's dead. He's dead. Let's go. I forgot to also mention that this person was heavy rolling throughout that boss fight, but from the looks of it, it looked like he kind of just stood back and let me do all the work, which was totally fine by me because I wanted to make sure that this was a successful attempt because I didn't know how often I was going to be summoned, considering that you actually had to place your summoning sign down and sit there and wait, and it's boring on stream just to sit there and wait. But I'm glad that we got it. So now the requirement to join the Sunlight Covenant went from 25 down to 20. You guys remember earlier when I was talking to you about how I unfortunately killed the 2 NPCs that was going to upgrade my Pyromancy glove so I couldn't have a certain NPC spawn? But never fear, because the TikTok chat came in clutch. I found out that if you summon somebody in 3 particular locations, one of them being Blighttown, if somebody either invades you or a phantom comes into the game and they have a 10 Pyromancy glove, the NPC will respawn in. So you don't even need to get the glove to 10 yourself. As long as you have somebody either in the Demon Ruins or in Blighttown, there's another location I don't remember, spawn in with a 10 Pyromancy glove. One thing about Ashen Lake that was a little disappointment is the emptiness of this area. There's there's a Hydra here. There's a couple basic enemies, and then all the way in the back is a Covenant and a Dragon weapon for another trophy. The next stop on our journey was to head to Los Isolith to face, obviously, the greatest boss FromSoft has created of all time, the Bed of Chaos. But of course, we had to take out the Demon Fire Sage, we had to smack up the Centipede Demon, and of course, we had to traverse the Lavery Fury of Los Isolith with the copy and 50 million pace of Dragon Butts. While I was on this journey to complete the game at 100%, I also figured let me just go ahead and finish out Sigvid's, aka Sigmire's quest. Now I know there are two different people, but because I played Dark Souls 3 first, I say Sigvid. And I know that's not how you say it, but too bad. I say Sigvid. So Sigvid, aka Sigmire, you have to do about half his quest to get a miracle. And then you can just stop it. But I figure since I'm already doing it, I might as well continue to do it. So of course I meet him here in Los Isolith, and I read up on his quest, but I don't read too much into it because I don't kind of want any spoilers. And I know that you gotta help him at this very moment. And let me just show you the video. I'm coming. I'm coming, Sigurd. I'm here to help you, Sigurd. No! Don't worry, I got him. I got him, Sigurd. Oh, jeez, now you grabbed me. Like a washing machine. Yes! We got him, Sigurd. We've got them all. Wait. No, wait. Don't go without me, Sigurd. Oh my gosh, you do actually a lot of damage. Don't worry.
Around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere.
No! This run was not good for friendly NPCs for me. I have now lost 2 of Dark Souls 1 most highly beloved NPCs. One off a misclick, and one because I just wasn't fast enough. And then to really add icing on the cake, I fell for probably one of Dark Souls 1 oldest tricks in the book. That. Level up. Hold on. Oh. What's in here? Oh, okay. There you go. That's what's in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the Bed of Chaos. Now, for most people, the Bed of Chaos is probably the worst boss fight. I would even go to say the entire Dark Souls series. But I'm willing to cut the Bed of Chaos a little bit of slack because after doing some deeper dive and digging into exactly what happened in Dark Souls 1, even Miyazaki himself said that he is super disappointed and one of his biggest regrets was the Bed of Chaos. But unfortunately, that's because of the time constraint when it came to developing this game. Hence why it seems like a lot of enemies, especially in the Demon Ruins and here in Los Isolith, are like, it's just copy and paste. I mean, you go to Los Isolith and it's nothing but the dragon ass copy and paste 100 times. And same thing in the Demon Ruins. You see the Capra demon about 20 times throughout that. So I'm gonna cut it a little slack, but at the end of the day, this boss fight it's just not, it's rememberable because it's so bad. And honestly, this is like the beginning of the gimmick bosses. And when I make, and if you want to talk about gimmick bosses, we can go back to Demon Souls because all those bosses are gimmicks. But this one was like a real gimmick boss and just super, super annoying. Now, I know there's ways to cheese this boss, but I really wish in the remastered version they would have redone this boss, because I actually have seen footage of supposedly what the Bed of Chaos was supposed to be like, when like the concept idea, and it looked like it would have been a nice boss fight if the original concept was going through. But unfortunately, due to time constraints, the Bed of Chaos suffered as possibly the worst boss in the whole series. Okay, so I have to backtrack a little bit because for some reason I don't have any footage of my Priscilla fight and Gravelord Nito. I guess the day I did it, either I forgot to record or something happened to the recording. So I do apologize for having to show you guys it this way. This is the only way I could do it, by downloading the YouTube. And for the most part, I stream on the vertical way to get put onto the shorts page. So unfortunately, you have to watch like this, but it's only a few clips, so nothing too crazy. But we went into the painted world after we got the doll back at the asylum to head into the painted world. And I didn't even know about this my very first time playing, like way back a couple years ago when I played this DLC. So it's very interesting. It's not a big area. It's a very small area. Not much to explore. But we had to go here to Priscilla because, one, we had to take her out to get the achievement, and we needed her tail for the rare weapons trophy. Yeah, get bonked. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Ow. Aha, defeat Crossbreed. Oh, that was a trophy. We got another trophy, boys. Let's go. We got another trophy. Everybody mostly knows about the famous Havel. He's one of the characters that's in basically every Souls game. Now, whether it's the real Havel, that's a little different, but we're not really going to get into that. Havel is known as the Rock. He's got a big bonk machine, and he's got some heavy armor. And in this clip you're about to see exactly why he is named Havel the Rock. They call me Havel the Rock for a reason. They call me Havel the Rock. That didn't work. Whoop. They call me Havel the Rock. It was time to visit another one of Gwen's kids. Unfortunately, this kid Gwen was not fond of. So much so that he actually unloved his kid, if that makes any sense. It was time to visit Gwendolyn. Now, with Gwendolyn, you can get two different trophies. You can get the one for joining his covenant, and of course, for defeating him. So, what the heck is this? You show me wall. Okay. Wow. Okay. Alright, okay. See now, I see everything. Insane damage. Good board, that's good board. Okay, I got what gives me 90 defense? 43, okay, 43. 56. That was a nice one. Alright, then we got here. 16, and then 22. 32. Alright, his arts say, look. His arts say, look, boys. This is nice magic. Alright, and shield that gives me, what's the highest magic? 1,000 now. What shield be nice? Magic 65. I do wind shield. Like, nice magic. Alright, here we go, use this. Alright, where do we go? Let's do it. Yeah, yeah, alright. Go get it. Oh, that's nothing. Oh my goodness, you got a water. I can beat it. Oh. I got a lead there, boys. Mamma mia. This guys gotta hit him one more time, boys. Here we go. This is the one. This is the one. Alright. Hide behind the pillar. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Almost went out too early. Alright, here we go. Go into this pillar. It's alright. We're okay. Just a little hurt. A little hurt. Okay. This is the one. This is it. Yeah!
O heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Yes, sir! At this point in the run, it was time to basically go face Gwen. A majority of the trophies can be done in the first playthrough, but in order to obtain the 100%, it's going to take 2.5 playthroughs. Now, you may be asking why, and that's for 2 particular trophies. It's obviously because there are 2 different endings in the game, so you have to play it twice to get both endings, and because of the rare weapons and miracles trophies. Now, here is why. So in order to do the rare weapons, you need to obviously get all the rare weapons, but you need to go and kill Sif 3 times in order to get all 3 boss weapons from him. So that's why it takes 2.5 attempts. Not only that, you need to take out Gwen twice to get 2 souls from him, 1 to make his weapon, and 1 to go ahead and get a miracle from the Sunlight Covenant. So that's why the Sunlight Covenant's a little grindy, because of the fact that you need to get Gwen's soul. So the Miracles Trophy and the Rare Weapons Trophy, along with obviously the 2 endings, are the reason why it takes 2.5 attempts for this. But basically at this point, you see on the screen right here, I'm at the end. And the next 2 playthroughs I'm going to basically speed run as fast as I can past the game. I'm going to avoid all the optional bosses, and it's just going to go and get to this point. But a quick little side note, watch me out here smack up this invader. Oh, brother. Back up. Don't do it. This guy just flipped. Get the f off me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Okay, I'm basically going to now speed run some of these next trophies, because these are like the grindy ones. These are the ones you got to sit in certain locations and just kill enemies constantly over and over again, waiting for drops and materials to upgrade and things like that. So these are the boring trophies, so we're going to speed run through this. But basically, the ones you see on the screen right now are the ones for the maximum reinforcement trophies, okay? There's several of them. Basically, what you want to do first is make sure that you have all of the embers. Just collect all the embers first. Get them all. There's the large ember, very large ember. There's the enchanted ember, the magic ember. There's the chaos ember. Then you got the large fire ember. Then you got the divine, all that crazy stuff, okay? So you want to get them all. And then basically what you're going to do is that you're going to take them to the correct blacksmith that you have to go. Most of them are through Andre, okay? Majority of them are going to be through Andre with a couple exceptions. So for any of the enchanted ember and for the large magic ember, you're going to take it to the blacksmith down in New Londo Ruins. I was about to say Anor Londo. You want to go and take it to him to get that. And then, of course, every once in a while, you're going to have to go to the giant blacksmith in Anor Londo to make sure that you can transfer your weapon to make it a new weapon, such as lightning. And then you're going to meet Mr. Skelly down in the catacombs with your Flame Ember and your Chaos Flame Ember. And this is basically, again, just maxing out weapons. So I had these on the screen for you guys. I made a little chart on exactly how it works. Again, these are very boring achievements. There's nothing fun about them. So as we get ready to wrap up this video and I show you guys the moment that I actually got to 100%, on the screen right now, you're going to see me grinding offline for some of the rare weapons. Now, a lot of these weapons have about 2% drop rate or 1% drop rate, but there's one particular weapon that I want to talk about. Most of everything else is pretty easy attainable, such as Black Knight weapons, Silver Knight weapons. Again, as you can see right here, website you can pick up. But there's one particular weapon that I want to talk about, and that is the Channeler's Trident. This weapon, it has a 1% drop rate, 4% at max humanity, plus a ring. This weapon took me 5 hours of total time to get this stupid ass weapon. And the worst part about that, it's an ass weapon. It's not even good if you're running a magic build. At least some of the other weapons that had a 1%, 2% drop rate, I was able to get them from other places, like either a merchant, if I did, maybe like a quick quest or something like that. And then other times, honestly, I just got lucky. But this weapon, this dog-ass weapon took me 5 hours to get. I don't understand what was the point of making this weapon so rare if it's ass. Did I say where? Rare. I don't know why I said where. Rare. Why is this weapon so rare if it's ass? FromSoft, don't do that again. Alright, everybody. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The moment where the final achievement was finally accomplished and NJ Souls God officially 100%ed Dark Souls 1. No, you didn't miss it. It's about to happen right now. You didn't miss it. We're doing it right now. Right now as we speak. Doing it right now as we freaking speak. I was here. Everybody get ready. Alright, I was here. Let's go, everybody. Spam I was here. I was here. Tyler said it. I was here. Here we go. There it is. There it is. Let's go. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. It truly, truly helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And just the fact that you thought this video was so interesting that you spent roughly about 50 minutes, almost to an hour, watching this video about my 100% journey through the entire Dark Souls 1 series. But I don't want to say my journey. It was our journey, because I've had some people say that they have watched me since the part one. Part 1. All the way to the end. I believe we had a total of, what, maybe 14 parts to this challenge. So the fact that you guys made it all the way over here to the end is absolutely insane. We had a total of, 14 parts. You guys are absolutely insane. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, click that notification bell to be notified when more videos, and don't forget, we also go live, so you can go ahead and watch the stream, and comment down below what you guys think about the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay happy and stay healthy.